Last week we talked about all different kinds of charts and graphs. And so today we're going to be reviewing the different types of graphs and charts that we looked at. The first type that we looked at is the tally and frequency charts. So on the left we have a tally chart. We know that it's a tally chart because it has tally marks. They're grouped by fives so that they're easier to count. This happens to be a tally chart for a favorite chapter book. As you can see, it has listed in the first column the names of the books, and then in the second column is where the tally chart, the tally marks went. And so if they surveyed everybody, what they would do is ask a student or ask somebody, what is your favorite chapter book? And whatever they said, let's say they said Matilda, they would make a tally mark next to Matilda. The other one is a frequency chart that is on the right. A frequency chart is a little bit different because it doesn't use tally marks. It just uses number. And so oftentimes we'll have, you might have pictures that you create a frequency chart from. In this case, it's favorite coffee drinks. And so on the left, you can see the drinks. There's black coffee, iced coffee, mocha, and latte. And then the frequency is how often did somebody choose that. It's kind of like a tally mark, except just the number. Then we learned about bar graphs. And bar graphs could either be up and down, or they could be sideways. So don't be fooled if you see a graph, a bar graph that looks like it's going out from side to side, like in the favorite students vote for favorite fruit. The other kind of graph that we looked at was a pictograph. And pictographs use a picture to stand for a person or a thing that they are measuring. So like in the first one, it is number of glasses of milk. And what they used to stand for each glass of milk, or for the glasses of milk, was a milk carton. And so in week 1, they used 3 milk cartons to stand for the people who had milk. In the other one, the favorite vegetable, they have on the left, they have the different vegetables, broccoli, carrots, avocado, corn, and potatoes. And then the picture that they used to stand for it was a head of broccoli or a piece of broccoli. And if you notice, we'll talk about this tomorrow, that there's a key and it says that the broccoli equals 2 students. And so you're going to see maybe half a picture, and that would stand for 1 student, because 1 student is half of 2. The last graph that we looked at was a line graph. And a line graph shows changes. And so this one is a line graph for cars sold, and it has the months down at the bottom, and it has how many cars were sold in each month. So in January, the dot is in between 14 and 16, so I know that that means that 15 cars were sold in January. In February, the dot is right on 20. And so they would make another dot, and then you would draw a line from the first dot to the second dot. What this graph shows is changes throughout the whole year in how many cars were sold. And we can look and easily see when were the most cars sold. And that is the very top here. So we had learned about tally charts, frequency charts, pictographs, bar graphs, and line graphs.